You are not waiting on luck. Luck is waiting on you. This is the sacred confrontation I bring to you in this moment of urgency and truth. Before you purchase your next lottery ticket, before you cast your hopes into the swirling winds of chance, there exist 4 words, simple yet profound, that hold the divine key to your fortune. What if I told you these words never fail? That they are not just a charm or wishful thinking, but a sacred decree woven from the unbreakable fabric of spiritual law? You see, the lottery ticket is but a seed, a promise of possibility. But these 4 words are the fertile soil, the sacred ground where your fortune is born and raised. Imagine the ticket in your hand as a fragile vessel of potential. Without the nourishment of these words spoken in faith, it remains empty, a dream deferred. But when you speak these words, you infuse that vessel with divine life, calling forth the unseen currents that carry abundance swiftly to your door. This is not the voice of idle hope, but the thunderous declaration of power, the spoken command that aligns your spirit with the infinite source of all prosperity. The moment you hear these words, your consciousness will begin to shift, your vibration will rise, and the law of the spoken word will begin its miraculous work in your life. Before I reveal these words, know that this secret is not a mere phrase, but the culmination of timeless spiritual principles made accessible to you now. It is the divine law in action, a law that never wavers, never delays, and never fails. So, ask yourself now, what if these 4 words hold the power to rewrite your financial destiny? What if the true fortune has been waiting for you to speak it all along? The breakthrough you seek is on the horizon. The seed is in your hand. The soil is ready. All that remains is for you to speak and receive. The spoken word is no mere sound. It is the divine key that unlocks the treasure houses of the universe, the living conduit through which creation breathes and unfolds. The law at work here is the law of the spoken word, a fundamental spiritual truth echoed in the sacred scriptures. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. These words reveal the mighty authority entrusted to you, that every utterance you release into the ether carries a charge, a vibration that calls forth either life or limitation, abundance or lack. When you grasp this profound power, you begin to understand why the 4 words I will soon share with you are not just a mantra but a spiritual weapon forged in the fires of divine law, capable of opening doors no human effort alone could pry open. Picture your words as magical keys, each one designed to fit a specific lock on the vaults of heaven. When spoken with unwavering faith and aligned with the divine will, these keys swing wide the doors that lead to your abundance. But the power of the spoken word is not something to be wielded lightly or casually. It demands respect, reverence, and conscious intent. It is the creative force that framed the heavens, separated the waters, and brought forth every living thing. This same force now dwells within you, waiting to be activated through your declarations. Your tongue, your breath, your very voice are the instruments of manifestation, charged with the energy of God Himself. To say that your words have power is not to speak metaphorically, but to declare an eternal truth. The law of the spoken word operates impartially, responding to the vibration you emit. When you speak your 4 sacred words before purchasing a lottery ticket, you are not simply reciting a phrase. You are issuing a divine command that aligns you with the infinite supply and sets in motion the unseen forces that bring your desire into form. This is why understanding the law is critical. Without it, words are like seeds cast upon barren ground. But with it, your declarations become unstoppable rivers of blessing, carving through the landscape of your life and shaping your reality in accordance with your faith. Despite the immense power contained within the spoken word, most declarations falter, their promises unfulfilled, their seeds falling upon unprepared soil. The reason is simple yet profound. Words fail when spoken without the vital ingredient of belief, without the alignment of your entire being in harmonious faith. It is not the phrase itself, but the energy behind it, the vibration, the conviction, the unwavering certainty that ignites the law and compels the universe to respond. Many speak words mechanically, as if reciting a charm, hoping for miracles to fall like rain, yet their inner doubts whisper contrary tales. This inner dissonance acts as a dark veil, obscuring the power of their speech and rendering the law powerless to work through them. Philosophically, the spoken word is much like a seed planted in the earth. It requires fertile ground, a mind and heart prepared to receive and nurture the promise embedded within. If you plant a seed in dry, cracked soil, no matter how many times you water it superficially, it will wither and fail to grow. So it is with your words. Without faith, without expectation, without the energetic charge of belief, your words are empty vessels, sound without substance, promises without power. The unseen forces that obey the law respond to vibration, and vibration is born from the depths of your faith. Doubt, fear, and distraction act as blockages, closing the channels through which the law would otherwise flow freely. Emotionally, this truth may sting, for it calls you to face the reality that mere repetition is insufficient. It invites you to look inward with courage and honesty, to examine the thoughts and feelings that color your declarations. Are you truly expecting your fortune to come? Do you believe it with the steadfastness of one who knows the law is sure? Or are your words but whispers drowned out by the roar of your inner uncertainties? The path to manifestation requires that you not only speak the words, but embody them, live them, and breathe them with unshakable faith. Only then will your declarations become the living keys that open the vault of abundance and release your destined blessings into your life. Understanding the power of the spoken word is but one facet of the divine equation. Equally vital is the grasp of divine timing and perfect alignment. The universe, governed by immutable spiritual law, operates not in haste but in harmony, weaving together the threads of your desire with precision and care. To everything there is a season, as the wise writer of Ecclesiastes reminds us, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time for seeds to lie quietly beneath the soil before bursting forth in radiant bloom. Impatience is the enemy of manifestation. It clouds the vision, sows doubt, and disrupts the flow of divine order. To align with the law is to surrender to this perfect timing, trusting that your spoken words set the wheels in motion and that the unseen forces are orchestrating your good with impeccable artistry. Imagine a farmer who plants his seeds with hope and faith, but does not rush the seasons. He knows that the sun must shine, the rains must fall, and the earth must warm in its appointed time. The seeds buried in the darkness do not sprout at his command, yet he trusts the process, nurtures the soil, and prepares the field for the day of abundance. So too must you embody this patience and trust, recognizing that your 4 sacred words are the planting of your desire, and the universe is the gardener that tends it with infinite care. Your role is to maintain faith, to hold the vision, and to act in alignment with your highest good while the law moves in its perfect season. This alignment is not passive resignation but active expectancy, a joyful readiness that knows the harvest is assured, even if the exact hour is hidden from view. When your words are spoken with this knowing, you harmonize your vibration with the divine currents of timing, and your manifestation unfolds smoothly, without struggle or delay. To resist divine timing is to strain against the current and exhaust your strength. To yield to it is to sail effortlessly into the harbor of your fulfilled desires. Thus, the law of perfect alignment is the sacred partner of your spoken word, and together they bring forth the unstoppable power that makes these 4 words an eternal promise, a divine certainty that never fails. Now that you stand on the precipice of revelation, poised to receive the sacred 4 words that carry the power to transform your fortune, it is vital to understand that these words are not merely sounds or symbols, but living expressions of divine law perfectly aligned with the rhythms of the universe and attuned to the deepest currents of your soul's desire. Their power is not accidental but intentional, forged by the harmony between your spoken voice and the eternal laws that govern abundance. Before I impart these words to you, I ask you to prepare your heart and mind for a breakthrough unlike any you have known, a shift that will shatter old patterns of limitation and open wide the gates of prosperity. Imagine the tension in the air just before a great symphony begins, the expectant hush, the poised breath, the electric anticipation of a sound that will lift the spirit and change the atmosphere. So too does the law wait patiently for your command, for the moment when your faith and your word merge in perfect unison. These 4 words you are about to receive are like the first powerful note that sets the entire composition into motion, a note so pure and certain that the entire universe must respond. They carry within them the blueprint of your victory, the seed of your manifestation, and the key to your divine inheritance. But hear this, these words alone, like a note struck in isolation, require your full understanding, your complete alignment, and your unwavering faith to become unstoppable. Without these, their power will dissipate like mist at dawn. With them, they will blaze forth like the morning sun, illuminating every corner of your life and ushering in the riches that have long awaited your claim. The promise of these words is not a fleeting hope, but a divine certainty, a law that never fails, a truth that never fades. As we move forward, prepare to receive them fully, to embrace their power, and to speak them with the authority of one who knows the law is already in motion. Before you can harness the full power of these 4 sacred words, it is imperative to prepare your spirit to cleanse your inner temple of doubt, resistance, and hesitation that would otherwise dilute the potency of your declaration. Manifestation does not spring forth from words alone, but from the vibrational harmony between your spoken decree and the unshakable faith that courses through your being. Your spirit is the vessel through which divine abundance flows, and like any sacred vessel, it must be purified, emptied of the clutter of limiting beliefs, and opened wide to receive the infinite supply that is your rightful heritage. Begin this sacred preparation by boldly releasing all doubts that have held you captive. Speak aloud now with conviction. I release all doubt and open myself fully to my divine fortune. Feel the weight of uncertainty lift from your shoulders as you make this declaration, making room for faith to take root and flourish. Recognize that doubt is but a shadow, an illusion of separation, and that your true nature is one of oneness with abundance, an unbreakable thread woven into the fabric of infinite prosperity. This release is not a mere formality, but a profound inner act of surrender, a conscious choice to step out of limitation and into the realm of endless possibility. As you continue this preparation, cultivate a spirit of expectancy, a joyful anticipation that your good is already en route, even if the physical signs have yet to appear. This expectancy is the fertile soil in which the seeds of your spoken word will germinate and grow. Without it, words are like dry soil that cannot nourish a single sprout. With it, your declarations become living forces, energized by your belief and ready to manifest with unstoppable power. Breathe deeply now, and let the rhythm of your breath synchronize with the heartbeat of the universe, knowing that you are aligned with the divine flow of abundance. Prepare your spirit also by embracing gratitude for all that you have, for gratitude is the magnetic force that draws more blessings to you. Even if your current circumstances seem lacking, find in your heart reasons to give thanks for breath, for life, for the possibility that awaits you. This attitude opens channels and removes blocks, creating a clear pathway for your 4 words to take root and flourish. The spirit prepared in this way becomes a fertile field, ready to receive the harvest of your spoken decree, and you stand poised to speak with the full power of divine law behind your voice. Now that your spirit is prepared, your vessel cleansed and opened wide to receive the abundance that is your divine right, we turn to the sacred art of speaking with power, the deliberate and conscious expression of your spoken decree, with rhythm, tone, and emotional alignment that magnifies its potency and commands the law to respond. Speaking with power is more than mere volume or intensity. It is the embodiment of your faith, carried in the cadence of your voice, the clarity of your intention, and the harmony of your soul's vibration. When your words flow like a masterful melody, tuned perfectly to the frequency of your desire, they become irresistible forces that move the unseen currents to bring your manifestation into form. Imagine for a moment a finely tuned musical instrument, its strings vibrating with precision and grace, ready to release a sound that captivates the heart and stirs the spirit. This is the state your voice must achieve when you speak your 4 sacred words, a state where every syllable resonates with the certainty of your divine inheritance. Every pause is pregnant with expectancy, and every breath flows with the steady confidence of one who knows their word is law. Too hurried, and your speech betrays impatience, fracturing the energy and dissipating its power. Too flat and monotonous, and your words lack the life that commands response. Instead, find the rhythm that carries your word like a river, steady, flowing, unstoppable, and let your tone be rich with the warmth of conviction and the clarity of divine purpose. Beyond rhythm and tone, emotional alignment is the fire that breathes life into your declarations. It is the feeling that undergirds your words, the vibrant energy that charges your voice with unmistakable authority. Speak not from a place of desperation or pleading, but from a place of joy, gratitude, and absolute certainty. This emotional charge is the unseen spark that ignites the law of attraction, transforming your words from mere sounds into living forces that shape your reality. When you feel the power of your declaration deep within your heart, your entire being becomes a vessel of manifestation, radiating a frequency that draws your desire to you like a magnet. Practice this sacred speaking often, tuning your voice and aligning your emotions until the expression of your four words becomes as natural and powerful as breathing. Let each time you speak be a ritual, a sacred act of creation that calls forth the infinite supply and brings you closer to your destined fortune. In this mastery of voice and feeling lies the secret to unlocking the full potential of your spoken word, the secret that turns words into worlds and declarations into divine destiny. As you prepare to take the next tangible step toward your manifestation, the act of purchasing your lottery ticket, it is essential to honor the sacred ritual that surrounds this moment, a ritual that transforms the mundane into the miraculous, the ordinary into the extraordinary. This ritual is not a superstition nor a mere habit, but a deliberate, mindful practice that aligns your entire being, mind, body, and spirit with the divine flow of abundance. The four words you will speak before making your purchase serve as a powerful invocation, a key that opens the floodgates of provision and sets the law of manifestation into unstoppable motion. Before you reach for your ticket, find a quiet space within yourself, even if only for a moment, to center your thoughts and calm the tumult of everyday distractions. Close your eyes if you can, take several deep, cleansing breaths, and settle into the feeling of expectancy. Feel the fertile soil of your consciousness opening, ready to receive the seed of your spoken word. Now, with full awareness and deliberate intent, speak the four words clearly and with unwavering faith, not as a wish or hope, but as a declaration already fulfilled. Let your voice carry the weight of certainty and joy, infusing the moment with the power of divine law. This ritual is your sacred handshake with the universe, a solemn promise that you are ready to receive your good, that you trust in the invisible currents to bring your desire into form, and that you honor the law with your conscious alignment. Speak your words calmly and confidently, knowing that your faith is the vital force that breathes life into your declaration. When you then proceed to purchase your ticket, do so with the calm assurance that your good is already on its way, that the numbers are aligning in your favor, and that the law is at work behind the scenes orchestrating your victory. The moment of purchase becomes more than a transaction. It is a holy act, a communion between you and the divine, a celebration of your alignment with infinite supply. Embrace this ritual fully, for in doing so, you not only empower your manifestation, but elevate your consciousness to a higher plane, where miracles are the natural order of things. Remember, the law honors the prepared vessel and the faithful heart, and this ritual is your declaration that you stand ready to receive all that is yours by divine right. Now that you have prepared your spirit and spoken your words with power, and have embraced the sacred ritual before purchasing your ticket, we move into the essential practice of visualization and feeling the twin pillars that bring your spoken decree into vivid, magnetic reality. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is the art of immersing yourself so fully in the experience of having already received your desire that your mind, heart, and body begin to live in that reality now. When you paint this detailed inner picture with all the richness of the senses, the colors, the sounds, the textures, even the scent of your manifested good, you awaken the superconscious mind, the divine architect that shapes your external world according to the blueprint you provide. Close your eyes and see yourself holding the winning lottery ticket. Feel its smooth surface, the weight of the paper between your fingers, the electric thrill pulsing through your veins. Hear the joyous announcements, the rush of celebration, the laughter and the tears of triumph. Smell the crispness of the air, taste the sweetness of success. Let your body respond as if this moment is now your heart pounding with excitement, your muscles relaxed in blissful relief, your spirit soaring in gratitude. This vivid immersion sends a clear and compelling signal to the law of attraction, infusing your spoken words with the energetic charge needed to draw your desire swiftly into manifestation. Feel the magnetic pull of your abundance drawing closer, like a powerful current that cannot be resisted. Sense the joyful anticipation that bubbles up in your chest, the certainty that you are no longer waiting but already receiving. The power of feeling the emotional intensity that accompanies your vision is the unseen fuel that propels your manifestation from the invisible realm into form. It is the living flame that transforms mere thought into living reality. Speak these feelings aloud. Let them rise as a sacred chant. I am the victorious winner. My fortune flows freely and endlessly. I receive now with gratitude and joy. Engage fully in this practice daily, weaving it into your ritual and allowing it to deepen your faith and alignment. The law moves to honor not only your spoken word, but the felt reality that animates it. When visualization and feeling unite with your four sacred words, you create an unstoppable force that dissolves obstacles, clears pathways, and ushers your fortune swiftly into your life. This is the divine dance of manifestation, a dance you now lead with grace, power, and radiant expectancy. In the unfolding journey of manifestation, one of the greatest challenges lies in training your eyes to see beyond appearances, to pierce the veil of external conditions, and hold steadfastly to the inner vision of your fulfilled desire. The world of senses is a realm of illusion, a shifting tapestry woven with shadows of limitation and scarcity. It is easy to be disheartened by the empty pockets, the bills that demand payment, the seeming randomness of luck. But the true master of manifestation knows that these appearances are but the fog that obscures the sun, the temporary mist that must be walked through with unwavering faith until the light breaks forth in glorious certainty. Imagine walking through a dense fog along a winding path, the way ahead obscured and uncertain. To the untrained eye, this mist is a barrier, a reason to stop, hesitate, and despair. Yet the wise traveler knows that beyond the fog lies the sun-drenched valley of their dreams, waiting patiently for their arrival. With every step taken in faith, the fog thins. With every moment anchored in the inner vision, the path becomes clearer. So too must you learn to walk beyond the shadows of your current reality, holding your gaze firmly on the radiant future you have declared. Do not allow the fog of "not yet" or "not enough" to sway your heart or dim your light. This mental reprogramming is a sacred act, a daily choice to reject the lies whispered by appearances and to affirm the truth of your divine promise. Let your mind become a sanctuary of abundance, a fortress where scarcity cannot enter. When doubt creeps in, meet it with the steady gaze of certainty. When fear threatens to cloud your vision, counter it with the bright torch of faith. You are not bound by what you see, but empowered by what you believe. Through this inner discipline, you reshape your consciousness, retrain your senses, and command your world to reflect the truth you hold within. This is the great secret of manifestation, to see not with the eyes of flesh, but with the eyes of spirit, to walk boldly through the fog and into the shining reality that awaits you. Fear is the shadow that looms over many souls seeking to manifest their divine good, a dark veil that obscures vision, drains faith, and silences the voice of the spoken word. To move beyond this shadow is to step into the brilliant light of truth, a light so powerful that it dissolves all doubt and awakens the dormant power within. Replacing fear with truth is not a casual act, but a radical realignment of consciousness, a daily battle where you choose to declare not the lack you see, but the abundance you know, not the impossibility of your circumstances, but the certainty of your divine inheritance. Begin this sacred process by speaking rapid-fire affirmations that dismantle fear's hold and erect the fortress of truth in its place. Say aloud with fervor and conviction, "My fortune flows freely and endlessly. I am safe, I am provided for, and I am open to receive all good." Let these words be the steady drumbeat that drowns out the whispers of worry and the clamor of anxiety. As you repeat them, feel the heavy chains of fear falling away, replaced by the wings of faith that lift you above limitation and into the expansive realm of possibility. Know that fear is but an illusion, a mirage cast by the unsettled mind, while truth is the unchanging reality of your divine connection. When you choose to affirm truth, you recalibrate your vibration, sending a clear and powerful message to the universe that you are aligned with the infinite source of provision. This shift is the unseen current that accelerates manifestation, opening channels previously blocked and drawing blessings like a magnet draws iron. Embrace this practice with joy and persistence, knowing that each affirmation is a step further into your rightful destiny, a destiny marked by abundance, freedom, and the joyful expression of your divine nature. As you continue to walk the path of manifestation, you are called now to build spiritual dominion, to claim your rightful authority as a co-creator with the divine, seated firmly upon the throne of your own abundant kingdom. This dominion is not granted by external circumstances, nor earned through effort alone. It arises from the deep inner knowing that you are one with the infinite source of all good, and that your spoken word carries the sovereign power to shape your reality. To build this dominion, you must learn to sit in the consciousness of victory, to speak as one who commands, and to live as one who rules not by force but by the immutable law of divine order. Imagine yourself seated upon a majestic throne, high above the shifting scenes of the world, yet intimately connected to every detail within your realm. From this vantage point, you see clearly the path ahead, the resources at your command, and the unseen helpers moving in perfect harmony to fulfill your decrees. This throne is not a symbol of pride, but a representation of your spiritual sovereignty, the place where your faith, your word, and your divine nature converge in perfect unity. Sitting here, you are no longer subject to the fluctuating tides of fear or circumstance. You are anchored in the eternal, the unchanging, the all-powerful presence that moves mountains and commands the seas. To embody this dominion, you must daily reaffirm your authority through spoken declarations, deliberate thought, and conscious alignment. Speak with the voice of command. I am the master of my fate, the ruler of my abundance. All things are subject to my word, and the law obeys my decree. Let these words ring forth like a royal proclamation, echoing through every fiber of your being and vibrating outward into the universe. As you live from this place of dominion, you will find that obstacles dissolve, opposition fades, and your path unfolds with miraculous ease. The kingdom of abundance is yours to rule, claim it, inhabit it, and let your life be the shining example of spiritual mastery and divine fulfillment. As we reach this pivotal moment in your journey, it is essential to revisit the powerful metaphors and truths we have woven throughout this teaching, to re-anchor your consciousness in the certainty of your manifestation, and to elevate your spirit with a surge of emotional power that prepares you for the final revelation. Recall the image of the lottery ticket as a seed, the sacred 4 words as the fertile soil. Remember the hammer striking the anvil, shaping your destiny with each deliberate blow. And hold fast to the vision of yourself seated upon the throne of spiritual dominion, commanding your kingdom with unwavering authority. These images are not mere symbols but living realities within you, powerful touchstones that strengthen your faith and amplify your alignment with divine law. Feel now the swell of joy rising within your heart, a joyous anticipation that courses through your veins like a mighty river, carrying you swiftly toward the fulfillment of your desire. This emotional lift is the vital fuel that propels your manifestation forward, a sacred energy that breathes life into your spoken word and transforms your vision from a distant hope into an imminent reality. Let yourself bask fully in this rising tide of expectancy, knowing that the law moves in harmony with your vibration and that your good is already manifesting in the unseen realms. Hold this elevated state as a sacred space, a sanctuary of faith and power to which you can return whenever doubt or fear seek to draw you back into the shadows. Let it be the steady flame that guides you through the final steps of your journey, the beacon that illuminates the path to your victory. And as your spirit soars on this wave of assurance, prepare now to receive the 4 words, the sacred decree that will seal your fortune and forever change the course of your life. This is the crescendo of your manifestation symphony, the moment when all elements align and the law moves with unstoppable force to fulfill your spoken command. Now comes the moment of your boldest declaration, the moment to cast off the worn garments of doubt and scarcity that have held you captive, and to stand fully clothed in the radiant armor of faith and divine authority. You have prepared your spirit, aligned your voice, cultivated your vision, and built your dominion. The time has come to speak your sacred 4 words with a fearless heart and unwavering confidence, knowing that your words are not empty sounds but the very keys that unlock the treasure vaults of heaven. Speak them boldly, as a king commands his court, as a warrior raises his banner, as one who has no need to plead but only to decree. This is a direct challenge to the poverty mindset, that insidious belief system that whispers lies of limitation and lack, that convinces you to settle for less than your divine inheritance. Cast it aside now, like a broken chain falling from your wrists, and claim your birthright without hesitation. The universe responds to strength, to certainty, and to the clear, commanding voice of faith. Let your words ring out like a trumpet call, shaking the foundations of the old and announcing the dawn of your new reality. Your fortune awaits, not as a distant hope but as a present certainty, and your voice is the instrument through which the law brings it forth. Remember, hesitation and fear only serve to weaken your decree and delay your manifestation. The law honors those who act with boldness, who stand firm in their declarations, and who speak with the full force of their divine identity. This is your moment to rise above old limitations and to walk forward as the master of your fate, the sovereign of your abundant kingdom. Speak now with all the power within you, and know that the law moves swiftly and surely to bring your words into glorious fulfillment. As you prepare to claim your divine inheritance through the power of your spoken word, let the sacred scriptures fortify your heart and strengthen your resolve. The promise that ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. Matthew 7 is not merely a distant hope, but an unbreakable covenant etched into the very fabric of divine law. These words stand as a beacon of assurance, a clarion call to step boldly into your authority and persist without wavering, knowing that your requests, when made in faith and alignment, are met with swift and certain response. Let this scriptural truth be the bedrock upon which you build your confidence, a sacred foundation that holds firm, even when the storms of doubt and impatience rage around you. It reminds you that the universe is not indifferent but responsive, not slow but perfectly timed, and that your persistent faith and clear intention are the keys that unlock the channels of blessing. When you invoke this promise, you align yourself with the divine rhythm of giving and receiving, with the eternal dance of ask and answer that governs all creation. In this light, your 4 sacred words become not just a phrase, but a divine petition backed by Scripture, a declaration that carries the weight of heaven's endorsement. You are not alone in your desire. You stand with the prophets, the saints, and the seekers who have walked this path before you, who have known the power of persistent faith and unwavering expectation. As you speak your words, let the resonance of this scripture echo within you, inspiring you to remain steadfast, to continue asking, seeking, and knocking until the doors of abundance swing wide open and your good flows freely and endlessly into your life. As the crescendo of your spiritual preparation reaches its peak, the anticipation swells within you like the tide poised to break upon the shore. You stand now on the brink of revelation, ready to receive the sacred 4 words that hold the power to transform your fortune and ignite the law of manifestation in your life with unstoppable force. These words are more than mere sounds. They are the distilled essence of divine wisdom, perfectly aligned with the eternal laws that govern abundance and prosperity. They are the culmination of every step you have taken, every truth you have embraced, every act of faith you have performed. But before I impart these words to you, I invite you to lean fully into the tension of this moment, to open your heart wide with expectancy, and to prepare your spirit to receive a blessing unlike any before. This is the turning point, the threshold between the seeking and the having, the waiting and the receiving. The 4 words you are about to hear will never leave your life the same. They will echo in your consciousness, resonate through your being, and set into motion the divine currents that draw your fortune swiftly and surely into form. Hold this sacred space within you, free from doubt and distraction, and know that the universe listens intently, ready to respond to your command. Your faith, your preparation, and your alignment have brought you to this moment of power. Now, with open heart and steady voice, prepare to claim your divine right and speak the words that will seal your fortune and transform your life forever. As you stand at the precipice of your transformation, ready to embrace the power that lies within your 4 sacred words, it is time to immerse yourself in a rapid-fire sequence of affirmations that will elevate your spirit, reinforce your faith, and amplify your spiritual vibration to the highest realms. These declarations are not mere recitations, but living truths, potent sparks that ignite the fires of manifestation and prepare your entire being to receive the abundance destined for you. As you speak each phrase, feel its resonance deep within your core. Let it awaken the dormant forces of creation within, and allow it to echo through the chambers of your soul, building an unstoppable momentum toward your victory. Begin boldly with the affirmation, "I am a magnet for divine fortune." Let this truth settle in your consciousness, replacing any lingering doubt with the magnetic certainty that wealth and blessings are drawn to you effortlessly, like iron to a lodestone. Feel yourself enveloped in a radiant field of attraction, where opportunities, abundance, and miracles converge in harmonious flow, answering the call of your spoken word. This affirmation is your beacon, lighting the path to your riches and drawing the unseen forces into alignment with your desire. Next, proclaim with unwavering certainty, "All doors to abundance open for me." Visualize these doors swinging wide, clearing obstacles and creating pathways where none seemed possible. Each door represents a gateway to new opportunities, resources, and channels of blessing. And by declaring this truth, you command the universe to clear every blockade and facilitate your passage into the realm of plenty. Feel the exhilaration of freedom and expansion, the release from confinement and limitation, and the joyous flow of prosperity that now surrounds you like a protective shield. Then, affirm with regal authority, "My prosperity is established by divine law." Recognize that your wealth is not a matter of chance or luck, but a sacred right ordained by the eternal laws that govern the cosmos. This declaration roots you deeply in spiritual truth, anchoring your abundance in the unshakable foundation of divine order. It transforms your mindset from one of hope to one of certainty, from one of seeking to one of possessing. Speak these words with the full weight of your sovereignty, knowing that you stand as a co-creator with the divine, entitled to all good things without restriction. Finally, declare with victorious joy, "I see myself as the victorious winner." Let this vision fill every corner of your consciousness, painting a vivid picture of triumph, celebration, and fulfilled desire. Feel the emotions that come with victory, the relief, the gratitude, the exhilaration, as though you are already living this reality. This affirmation bridges the gap between the unseen and the seen, the imagined and the experienced, anchoring your manifestation firmly in the present moment. Keep these affirmations alive in your heart and on your lips, allowing them to create a crescendo of faith and expectancy that surges through your entire being. Know that the sacred 4 words you are about to speak will seal this powerful energetic imprint, binding your declaration with the law and setting your fortune irrevocably into motion. At long last, the moment of revelation has arrived, the sacred 4 words that hold the power to unlock your fortune, to activate the law of manifestation, and to transform your life with divine certainty. These words are not mere phrases, but the distilled essence of spiritual law, perfectly aligned with the infinite currents of abundance that flow through all creation. To speak them is to step fully into your divine authority, to declare your rightful inheritance, and to set into motion the unstoppable forces that bring your desire swiftly into form. The 4 words are, "I am a winner." These words resonate with the highest truth of your being, that you are not a bystander in the game of life, but an active, victorious participant. "I am" declares your identity as a manifestation of the divine presence, the eternal source of all good. A winner affirms your unassailable right to success, prosperity, and fulfillment. Together, they form a sacred covenant between your spirit and the law, a declaration that you claim victory now, in this moment, and that no force can diminish your good. Speak these words aloud, slowly and deliberately, feeling their power ripple through your entire being. Let them vibrate from your lips with unwavering faith and joyful expectancy. Then, I invite you to type these exact words in the comments below, not as a casual act, but as a sacred contract with the law of manifestation, a public declaration of your intent, and a call to the invisible forces that serve your good. This act of sacred activation is a ritual, a profound commitment that aligns your word with divine law and invites miracles to unfold in your life. Speak, type, and receive, knowing that your fortune is already on its way. Having spoken and declared your sacred 4 words with unwavering faith, you now enter into the solemn ritual of commitment, a sacred covenant that binds your word with the eternal law and calls forth the unfolding of miracles in your life. This ritual is not a mere formality, but a powerful act of alignment, a conscious choice to stand firmly in your truth and to expect the full manifestation of your desire with joyful expectancy. As you move forward from this moment, return daily to reaffirm your decree, to nurture your faith, and to witness the unfolding blessings that are already flowing toward you in perfect divine timing. Commit yourself to this practice with the same seriousness and devotion you would bring to a sacred vow, knowing that each reaffirmation strengthens the energetic momentum of your manifestation. Speak your 4 words each morning and evening, breathe them into your being throughout the day, and carry the vision of your victory as a living flame within your heart. As you do so, watch attentively for the subtle signs, the gentle nudges, and the unexpected blessings that confirm the law is at work on your behalf. These are the divine confirmations, the milestones on your path, and the sacred proofs that your word is obeyed. I invite you to return tomorrow and every day thereafter to this sacred space, to witness the unfolding of your good, to share your experiences, and to renew your commitment with fresh fervor. And stay tuned for the next teaching, where I will reveal the secret to multiplying your fortune and expanding your manifestation beyond all bounds. This is but the beginning of your abundant journey, and each step you take in faith brings you closer to the glorious fulfillment of your destiny. Your commitment is the bridge that spans the unseen and the seen, and across this bridge your miracles will travel swiftly and surely. As this sacred session draws to a close, let your heart swell with the triumphant joy that comes from knowing you have spoken your word with authority, aligned your spirit with divine law, and set into motion the unstoppable currents of manifestation. Feel the vibrant energy coursing through your being, a powerful surge of faith, hope, and expectancy that lifts you above all doubt and limitation. This is your moment of victory, your sacred triumph, where the invisible becomes visible, where your good moves swiftly and surely toward you like a river swelling with the rains of blessing. Recall the metaphors that have carried you to this peak, the fertile soil, ready to receive the seed, the hammer shaping the gold, the throne from which you command your kingdom. These images now come alive within you, pulsating with the certainty of your success and the radiant glow of your divine inheritance. You have stepped into the fullness of your power, spoken the sacred 4 words, and made a covenant with the law that will never fail. The universe now moves in perfect harmony with your decree, orchestrating events, aligning circumstances, and opening doors that no man can close. Carry this energy with you as a sacred flame, a beacon of light that illuminates your path and inspires all who cross your way. Speak your words with joy, live your vision with courage, and receive your blessings with a grateful heart. Remember, you have spoken. Now watch the law, obey. This is not the end, but the glorious beginning of your abundant journey. Go forth in peace, power, and radiant expectancy, and know that all good things are yours by divine right, now and forevermore. As we part ways for now, carry the radiant truth of your divine power with unwavering confidence, knowing that your words have set the wheels of the universe in motion, and that your riches are already manifesting in ways both seen and unseen. Let the sacred 4 words be your anthem, your beacon, and your sword as you walk boldly into the fullness of your abundant destiny. The law is faithful, your faith is strong, and your word is your wand. Rejoice in the certainty that your good is on its way, unfolding perfectly according to divine law and timing. May your life be a testament to the miraculous power of spoken truth, and may you shine forever as a sovereign of abundance, a master of manifestation, and a beloved child of the Most High. Until we meet again in the sacred space of transformation, go forth with joy, gratitude, and the unshakable certainty that your divine fortune awaits you now.